Maybe now you and Mac can still get married?
Oh, I don't know, Maxie. I think it's best for everyone if we just wait. Don't you agree, Mac?
Why? The only reason you wanted to postpone the wedding is because you were worried about Duke, and now we know he's gonna be fine, so let's get this show on the road.
I'm happy that you and Britt found some peace. It makes your life easier, and it's better for the baby to have parents in harmony.
Yeah, call me crazy, but this thing might just work out.
I don't want to be a downer.
Okay.
But since you and Britt really are going to be co-parents, I think it might be important for you to know what Spinelli dug up about her mother.
And let me guess, nothing good.
It turns out everything Britt told us about her mother is a lie.
And indeed, she did change her name from Westbourne to Obrecht.
Lisa Obrecht. Sounds like a brick wall.
No wonder sussing out information from her proved difficult. We were looking for the wrong person.
But now that we have a name, we can finally find out what the Bridges' moms have been up to.
Let's see what else you're lying about.
Get off! Touch it!
What is this? Huh? None of your business. Mother, what have you done?
It's been a long night and morning. You are confused, as Liesl Obrecht is the woman who attacked Robert.
She also helped Faison keep me prisoner in that horrendous clinic. And I've never been more sure of anything in my life. She's here. She's in Port Charles. Dr. Obrecht is the person who drugged me last night.
We're clear.
Yeah, for the time being. Well, if our information is correct, this could be Jerry Jack's base of operations. I hope you got your A game on, English. I have a feeling this could all go down right here, right now.
Keep it down, will you?
Apologies.
You're still not feeling any better.
No, not yet. You think there's any chance that that medicine I got was just a placebo?
I don't know. But something's not sitting right.
Yeah, lunch. Don't ever let me order extra jalapenos again.
It's just that there are plenty of countries that don't have extradition agreements with the WSB. Why would Jerry end up hiding out in a small town in Pennsylvania?
I don't know. It's a real kick in the ass, though, isn't it? I go all the way to Geneva, back to Ireland, and that psycho is only a train ride away. It makes sense to me, though, in a weird way, that he would like this place, given all that went down here.
Yeah, I remember the time you couldn't get 5 feet away from a newspaper without reading about the tragedy. What did they call it?
The loving murders.
This search could unearth some seriously messed up stuff.
Worse than medical ethics violations?
Did I tell you that the Bridges' parents came up in a conversation a few months ago? She told me that her mom was some mad scientist and her father was an international terrorist.
I mean, surely that was hyperbole.
I thought so then. I'm just hoping it's still the case. I mean, you don't change your identity for nothing. You know, I'm just saying.
All right, Lisa Obrecht. Who are you?
It's just medicine shots.
It's propofol. You have absolutely no reason to be taking this.
Do I need to remind you I'm a physician? Regardless of what some supervisory boards claim.
Don't lie to me, Mother.
It was for a patient.
Hello. I'm a doctor, too. A real one. This vial is empty. There's enough meds in here to put someone in a coma. Oh, my God. I was right. You're responsible for what happened to Duke Lavery?
You were drugged with propofol. That's the same sedative that mad woman used on Robert.
Yes.
If you're right about this,
She was outside the floating grid last night.
So she's here in Port Charles. That means she's my responsibility to bring to justice before she hurts anyone else. Did she say anything to you, Did she give you any indication about what her plans were?
I threatened to take her to the police, and then I lost consciousness.
The last thing I want to do is leave you right now, but I gotta start a search.
Please go.
I love you.
I love you too. Anna, please be careful out there. She's a dangerous woman. She's a force to be reckoned with.
So am I.
Hey, is it true? Is Duke gonna be okay?
That's the very good word on the street.
No one says word on the street.
Mike does.
He should stop.
Okay, well, whatever. It's excellent news because now we're free to go forward with this wedding, right?
See, this woman knows what she's talking about.
Are you sure you want to go through the wedding today?
Why not?
Oh, honey, it just doesn't feel right.
Look, I can't get married while my best man's laid up in the hospital.
So you're saying if Duke's here and he's okay, then everything can proceed as planned? Leave everything to me.
Yeah, Commissioner.
Dante, I need you to start a search for a wanted criminal.
Okay. You all right?
The woman who attacked Duke last night.
Okay, you give me a name, I'll put out an APB.
Dr. Liesl Obrecht.
Commissioner?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Spinelli.
Did you say Liesl Obrecht?
Dante, I'm gonna call you back. Yes, I did. Why?
We can help you find her.
From what I heard, Corinth wasn't a bad little town before all this went down. Most of the population abandoned it for the city.
Well, it's difficult for Corinth to recover with all these abandoned homes. This is her, isn't it? The killer.
Gwyneth Alden.
Ironic. She wiped out pretty much all of her family and friends in some twisted attempt to take away their pain.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what do you say we get a move on here? Let's split up. See if we can find Jerry Jacks or one of his associates. You got your weapon?
I do.
Obrecht is a wanted criminal who's harmed countless victims, some of them very close to me. So this better be on the up and up, guys, because I can't waste
She's
time.
not the one that put your man in a coma.
Yes, she is.
I was deeply relieved to hear of Mr. Lavery's swift recovery.
Oh, thank you. Good. Great. Can we get back to Dr. Obrecht? How is it possible that you know her?
More like know of her. Say hi to the Bridges' mom.
I already told you I had nothing to do with this. I thought we were already done with it.
No. You might be done with it. I'm still stuck on the wig and the empty vial in your purse. Just admit it, Mother. You drugged an innocent man. Now chances are he's gonna die.
Congratulations, Britta. You caught me.
How could you do something like this? Why?
Come here. Don't overreact, Britta. It's horribly unbecoming. Besides, I've done far worse than this.
What are you talking about, Mother? What have you done?
Crazy.
Can I speak with you for a minute?
Sure, yeah.
Bye.
Don't get married without me.
Not a chance. Not a chance. Hey, thanks for coming, you guys. Even though it's a non-event.
Bite your tongue. The universe wants you and Felicia to get married. And if that doesn't pan out, we've got Maxie.
Gives Relentless a whole new name, doesn't she?
Yeah, Maxie just wants her mom to be happy.
Her mom. And you. You know, father isn't just a name you put on a birth certificate. It's the guy who pours the juice in the morning. Goes to the dance recitals. Scares off a few boyfriends.
And he's the guy who is there.
Maxie sees you as her father. And I know Robin did too.
Yeah, well, Robin, I mean, all she ever wanted was for me to settle down and find love. She'd be over the moon to know Felicia and I found our way back together.
Robin's here, and she knows she's spreading her memories and her spirit and her love. Robin will always be with us.
How do you... Wait, but you met Britt's mother?
I didn't know it was Britt's mother. I was I was at the airport dropping my father off after the nurse's ball.
And what, she just came up to you?
Oh, she dropped one of those neck pillows and I picked it up for her.
Are you Patrick Drake, the doctor?
Yes, I am.
Then I have something important to tell you. About your wife. I watched the nurse's ball on television last night, and I was quite moved by your tribute to your wife. Love like that never dies, does it?
What did she say?
Nothing that made much sense, to be honest. She's particularly interested in Robin.
Explains a lot about the woman Patrick dated.
You can call her the Bridge.
No, I'll call her Dr. Westbourne.
Yeah,
Suit yourself.
the fact that the doctors are mother and daughter is just the beginning of their entanglement.
Oh, yeah? What else?
Okay, Brad, our somewhat skeevy lab boss, he and the Witch of the Westbourne are pretty tight. He says that she and her mother have been working together, and I don't mean treating patients.
I presume Obrecht's daughter has been harboring her somewhere.
Oh yeah, but where? I mean, the Bridge has been staying at my apartment for months.
I don't know. I'd like to talk to the Bridge, the Dr. Westbourne.
Go for it. She's home. 135 Hyde Street, apartment 22.
Do I have your permission to enter uninvited?
Whatever you need.
Okay, and that you'll keep this quiet, because right now we have the element of surprise. I don't want to screw that up.
Yes, that's my middle name.
Thank you. You've helped me immensely. Dante?
Oh, Commish.
Mother, you put a man in a coma. What could possibly be worse than that?
Jerry Jacks paid a handsome price for his cure, 88 million. Though Cesar can no longer provide you with it, his hidden asset was you all along, my little Robin. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but with Faison captured, I didn't know how to proceed.
Well, don't leave me hanging. What'd you find?
Worse than a coma. That would mean that you killed someone, didn't you?
I have done no such thing. I'm different than your father, Britta. I am a healer. Everything I've ever done has been to save a life.
Whose? Please tell me, because I have never been more terrified of you.
If you insist, I will tell you everything. Every last detail. But remember, you asked for the truth.
This is unreal. The Bridge was telling the truth, for once.
Oh, about her mother, at least.
Let's hope that the terrorist father thing was just a ploy to shake me up.
You're not feeling sympathy for her, are you?
I mean, having that dungeon master for a mother?
Well, regardless of what house we were born into, we do control our own destiny.
What are you guys talking about?
Greetings. We were just discussing...
Spinelli's last fortune cookie.
It was most insightful.
You guys are talking about Game of Thrones again, aren't you? Am I the only one not watching that nerd fest? Hey, how's Duke? Is Anna with him?
Yeah, he's faring better. The commissioner, she's,
She had to leave. She had, police business.
Great. What about her maid of honor business? Well, maybe I can salvage what's left of the best man.
Okay, look, for the record, I'm only on season 2 of Game of Thrones. Should we have said something?
No. Commissioner Devane insisted on secrecy, and she's due any day. We don't need to add any undue stress.
Are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah, I should be better in no time.
As in, like, 2 hours? Because I think you'd look much better in a tux than a hospital gown. And I really need you to be Mac's best man.
I'd like nothing better. But unfortunately, the doctor wants me to stay here for at least 24 hours.
I'm pretty tight with the chief of neurosurgery.
My girlfriend is too.
Okay, right, but nobody can convince Patrick to do things like I can. Maybe I can talk him into giving you some sort of special permission since he's already gonna be there and he could, supervise you medically.
I'm sorry, Maxie.
It's not your fault. I just really wanted there to be a wedding today after all.
Why shouldn't there be a wedding?
Because my mom and Mac want to wait until you're feeling better.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's what I said. No offense to you, of course.
Nothing should interfere with their day. Mac and Felicia have waited so long to be together. My circumstances can't stop that wedding.
Well, then I suggest you start making some phone calls because they're not going to listen to me.
What about Kevin? Couldn't Kevin take my place and be best man?
Probably. But what about Anna? I mean, with Lucy performing the ceremony, who's going to be my mom's maid of honor?
I think I might be looking at her.
Would mother be interested in Robin?
She said she watched a nurse's ball on TV and that she was moved by my tribute. She congratulated me on the baby.
So then she saw Britt crash the event.
This is beyond strange.
Okay, so she was in town for the big announcement and then just pretended like she didn't know her own daughter?
Why would she do that? Embarrassment?
Or maybe because she put Britt up to it.
It started after your father was captured by that horrible Anna Devane. She and her former lover, Robert Scorpio, had been a nuisance to your father for decades. Someone needed to teach them a lesson.
I always thought that was so weird. The way that you kept pushing me onto Patrick. You'd never shown an interest in my social life before. Then there you were all of a sudden, like tripping over yourself to help me win him.
You're welcome.
When I told you that his wife had died, that he was Robin's husband, you said that it was just a coincidence. Was it just a coincidence?
It's nothing to do with Patrick.
Then what the hell does it have to do with?
Language. Your father had some loose ends that needed tying up. I tied them.
What loose ends, Mother?
What's with the wheels?
See for yourself.
Yeah, this is a new model.
Precisely. And if this house has been abandoned for 18 years,
And somebody's been here recently.
using this chair, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, it could be a bit of a reach, but if Jerry's as sick as we think he is, he might need this chair. I know I wouldn't mind a ride in it.
The point is that whoever this chair belongs to, there's a chance that he or she is still in this house.
Thanks for meeting me here.
After what Obrecht did to Robert and Duke, I want her put behind bars just as much as the next guy.
Two voices.
Britt and her mother.
Let's find out. Shut your mouth.
So if everything you've done is for him,
Have you changed your mind? Do you not want to know?
tell me.
All right. But if I do, you'll be just as culpable as myself. The chronology.
Britt Westbourne, open up, PCPD.
I told you guys to get ready. These are not your game time faces. This is your wedding day.
What about Duke?
He said we should continue on without him. I'm taking him on his word. So should you.
Anna's not here either.
Yeah, unfortunately, the commissioner was called away on important business.
But fortunately, you have me as a maid of honor.
Are you good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Okay, now that that's settled, where is the best man? Lucy, tell me Kevin's in the bathroom.
Kevin's in the bathroom.
She doesn't mean that, does she?
Kevin is gone. G-O-N-E. Gone, gone, gone.
Where?
Does it matter?
Okay, it's fine. Don't panic. We have you.
Me?
Yes, Spinelli. You're the only guy here.
Mac tolerates me at best. I don't think it's
Please, Spinelli, you have to be the best man. You're my only hope.
You know what? If it means that I get to marry the woman I love, I can tolerate you.
Yes!
Just keep the babble to the minimum.
No, I can absolutely assure you that with the utmost certainty that there will be no... Right.
Okay, let's get you changed.
Really?
There you go. Wow. Yeah. You look gorgeous. Mac's not gonna know what hit him.
Thank you. You look pretty stunning yourself.
Please, I look like a parade float.
Oh, stop it. You're beautiful. Practically glowing.
Mom, they say that to all pregnant women. It's just sweat. Here, sit. Besides, it's all worth it for little Georgie.
Maxie, do you think that you may be getting a little too invested in this baby? Because if I've done anything to make you confused about the boundaries...
What are you talking about?
You called her Georgie twice now.
Would you guys just let it go? I mean, maybe if Dante and Lulu gave the baby a name already.
That's truly all it is.
Well, I have to call her something. I know this baby is not mine.
Okay. And for the record, I'm glad you took back the name. It warms my heart to think that someday you'll have a little girl of your own named Georgie.
Sorry.
She should be here.
Who?
Georgie. Do you realize how excited she would be if she knew Mac and I were back together again?
I'm excited.
I know. I think with Georgie, it's just a little bit different because Mac is the only father that she ever knew.
I wish she had gotten the chance to know Dad. I wish she had gotten the chance to do a lot of things, but it was all taken from her.
Not your love. She never lost that. It's been a rough year, hasn't it?
Oh, I've had better.
Well, it certainly didn't help me dropping in out of the sky.
We're in a good place now.
We're in a great place. Because of you. You let me back into your life when you didn't have to, Maxie.
You're my mom.
I haven't always acted like one. Thank you for giving me another chance. I promise I won't waste it. My little girl. All grown up. So compassionate, so strong. You're gonna be an exceptional mother someday. Do you know that?
I love you, Mom. I love you too.
Hey, where have you been? We can't start our wedding without the most beautiful flower girl in the whole world.
Come on, let's go find Maxie and figure out what you're supposed to be.
Well,
Big day?
yeah, been a long time coming. Wasn't sure if it ever would.
Pretty sure Robin knew it was gonna come. She'd be very happy for you and Felicia.
You know, when Robin passed away, everything just stopped. I mean, didn't seem to be a point to life anymore. But it goes on, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, it does.
You end up picking up the pieces without even realizing it. You know, finding happiness wherever you can.
And in walks Felicia.
Robin and Maxie were the ones that made me realize not only was my life not over, but it was actually worth living.
I'm really happy you got there, Mac.
Hey, believe it or not, Robin would be happy you got there too.
Well, we swept the entire house. There's no one here. I think we've been lied to.
Could be. Check this out.
What?
Give me a hand. Look. No cobwebs. And this. The bookcase was here until recently.
Somebody moved it. Why?
That's a damn good question.
I wish I could hear from Anna. Yeah, she's out chasing the vile woman who did this to me. I wonder where they are.
Okay, look. I'm supposed to keep this on the DL, but I doubt the commissioner was referring to you.
What do you know?
It turns out that Obrecht's daughter is none other than my roommate from hell.
We know you're in contact with your mother, Dr. Liesl Obrecht.
Just a second.
What have you done? You got the police on your own, Muta. That's where I did.
Open the door. Dr. Westmore will break it down.
Check
On three, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Where do you think it goes?
Only one way to find out.
So Obrecht has had a connection in Port Charles the entire time.
I always knew the Britch was cool. Man twisted. But I never thought she'd be involved in something so violent.
What do you think? What did you call her?
The Britch.
Do you think she was involved in what happened to me?
I don't know for sure. But if she did, she and her mama are both gonna get what they deserve in the form of one pissed-off police commissioner.
I sincerely hope you're correct. But from my experience, you can't underestimate Liesl Obrecht. She held me captive. God knows what else she's capable of.
We're going in.
Wow, my nearest and dearest beloveds, we are here today once again to join Mac and Felicia in holy matrimony. Finally. And as we all know, marriage is not an institution that should be entered into lightly. So I know it's just a formality at this point, but I do need to say that if there is anyone here who knows of any reason these amazing, beautiful, wonderful, fantastic people should not wed today, please speak now and forever hold your peace. Oh no.